Good day, everyone. I'm Dustin Claudio, and today I'll be discussing three important concepts that help us understand international relations and global development, globalism, civilization discourse, and modernization theory. These ideas don't just stay in books. They explain how our world is connected, how power has been structured through history, and how nations continue to grow and interact today. Manfred Steger views globalism as more than just the spread of technology. For him, it's about nations actively taking part in the global economy. Participation is not just a choice, it's most a responsibility. Nations that engage benefit from progress and growth, while those that remain isolated risk being left behind and unable to compete in today's interconnected world. The idea of civilization discourse comes from colonial history. Colonial powers created a narrative that divided the world between the civilized West and the uncivilized West. This hierarchy justified conquest, domination, and control. Even though colonialism formally ended, its, its legacy continues power imbalances, economic inequalities, and cultural hierarchies still shapes global relations today. Walt Rostow's modernization theory proposed that societies develop in a series of linear stages, moving from traditional agriculture to industrialization and eventually to a Western style consumer society. This theory strongly influenced development policies during the 20th century. However, critics argue that it assumes all countries must follow the same Western path, ignoring unique cultural, historical, and economic context. In reality, development is much more complex and diverse. These three concepts are not isolated, they connect and overlap in important ways. Globalism highlights the benefits of integration in today's interconnected world. Civilization discourse reminds us that global relations still carry the weight of colonial legacy, and modernization theory provides a framework for understanding development, but one that has serious limitations. Together, they show both the promises and challenges of global development. The challenge for us is balance. We must embrace globalism, but in a way that is fair and inclusive. We must also acknowledge and address the historical legacies of colonialism, which still create inequality today. Development must respect cultural diversity rather than forcing all nations into a single Western model. By recognizing these lessons, we can build a global system that works for everyone, not just a few. In conclusion, globalism, civilization, discourse, and modernization theory are not just abstract ideas. They actively shape our global order today. By critically examining them, we learn how to embrace integration without ignoring inequality, how to acknowledge history while moving forward, and how to create development paths that respect cultural diversity. If we do this, we can work toward a global system that is more just inclusive and sustainable for all. That's all, and thank you.